walked down the aisle with his daughter on his arm, he was positively glowing.
Well, that's because he and I spent a few hours before the wedding working on that glow.
Gee, I don't know what it is about weddings. Everybody is it's so happy and filled with love. Even the weather was lovely.
Oh, it had to be. I predicted rain.
Hey, Lou.
Hey.
Congratulations.
What a terrific wedding.
Oh, it was. We were just talking about it. Coffee?
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Yeah, it was a terrific wedding, wasn't it? Even the kids had a really good time. Too bad they had to leave so early.
Oh, did they? I didn't see them leave.
Yeah, I remember after the ceremony when they walked back up the aisle.
Yeah?
They just kept right on going, right in their car. We got outside just in time to throw rice at their skid marks.
Who needs a bride and groom for a great wedding, huh?
And it was a great wedding.
Yeah. You know, that woman, my wife, raised 3 daughters from scratch. 3 daughters, 3 weddings. Now they're all out on their own. Their lives are ahead of them and ours. Suddenly our house is so quiet.
Must be an awful feeling.
No, it's a great feeling. For the first time in our lives, we can be alone together.
Oh, come on, Mr. Grant. You must have been alone together when you were first married.
No, we moved in with her folks. We didn't move out until our first daughter was born. Then our second daughter was born, then our third daughter was born. It seems like most of our marriage we spend with a kid in wet pajamas in bed between us. I don't know how we ever had a third kid. Hey, wait to see what I got here. Guess what this is?
And it looks like one of those artificial logs.
It's one of those artificial logs.
Well, that was my next guess.
Tonight I'm going to go home early. I'm going to put the chain on the lock. Soft music on the FM. And light my log.
All right.
The wife and I will have a few drinks, you know, kind of relax. And then...
Well, if you guys want to talk, you know, I've got some work.
No.
That's
That's all I was planning to tell anyway. But you guys have some work to do.
Oh, Mr. Grant.
Huh?
Listen, now that the wedding is over and you and Mrs. Grant are free, well...
What is it, Mary?
Well, I was just wondering if you and Mrs. Grant would like to come to my house for dinner one night this week.
This week, huh?
Well, yeah. You know, just a nice, quiet evening. The boss for dinner and all.
This week, huh?
Yeah, is this week bad for you?
Well, yeah, as a matter of fact, it is. I plan to be burning a lot of logs this week.
Oh, well, then, next week.
Better, much better. The fire ought to be dying down by then.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Gordy.
Great day, isn't it?
Well, if you call a driving rainstorm with occasional hail a great day.
Oh, you don't understand. When a weatherman predicts showers and gets a rainstorm like this, it's like hitting a home run with the bases loaded. Hi, Lou.
Hi, Lou.
Morning, Mr. Grant. 5 mornings in a row.
Maybe he's having trouble lighting his log.
Yes, Mr. Grant?
Mary, come in here.
Yes, I'll be right there, sir.
Good luck.
Yes, sir?
Who messed up my desk?
Well, I straightened it up for you.
I don't like it straightened up. I like it unstraightened up.
But I just sorted all your papers and I put them in your desk drawer. They're right there at your fingertips.
No. The top of my empty desk is at my fingertips. What I'm trying to say is my desk is my castle. For years, when people saw my messy desk, they knew I was working. Now they come in, they see a clean desk, they know you're working. I want them to know I'm working. Do I make myself clear?
You'd like your mess back?
Very much.
I think this pile was here. This was here, there, there, there. Anything else?
Now, that's about it for now.
Oh, Mr. Grant, about a week ago, I asked if you and Mrs. Grant would like to come to my house for dinner.
Yes?
Well, it's been about a week, and was wondering if you'd like to come over tomorrow night.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Well, you see, tomorrow night's not too good.
Oh, listen, no, I understand. You and Mrs. Grant have made plans to go out, or maybe you're just staying home. In any case, you've made some sort of plans to maybe do nothing at all, right?
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Some other time then.
Uh-huh.
Rhoda called. She wants you to pick her up after work.
Sure, everybody always wants you to pick them up after work.
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry, Murray. I'm a little upset, that's all.
Yeah, coming out of that door seems to do that to people.
Murray, when you and your wife came to my house for dinner, you had a good time, didn't you?
We had a great time. You're a terrific cook.
No, I'm a terrific cook.
Now, look, Mary, the reason Marie and I haven't invited you for dinner
Oh,
is
Murray,
because...
no, I wasn't.
No, Mary, we want to.
Murray, no.
Mary!
Murray, I don't want to come to your house for dinner. Oh. What I'm trying to say...
Murr, if you're having trouble getting people come to your house for dinner, I'd love to.
When is it?
Murray, look, I don't know how the subject got around to your house for dinner, but what I was talking about was the Grants refusing to come to my house for dinner.
Oh, then it's at your place.
Oh, Ted, there is no dinner. It's been canceled.
Oh, that's too bad. I was looking forward to it.
Maybe Mr. Grant just doesn't believe in socializing with the people he works with.
Well, I don't think that's it. I mean, when Marie and I had the Grants for dinner, we had...
You had them for dinner?
Well, only 3 or 4 times.
Three or...
But you're right, Mary. They didn't enjoy it.
Well, they certainly enjoyed it at my place.
You had them too?
Oh, yes. And I really put out a great gourmet spread, and boy, did they eat it up. You know there wasn't one piece of chicken left in that bucket?
Well, it seems that everybody here has had the Grants to dinner, except me.
Now, look, Mary. Lou is the kind of guy that goes to a lot of banquets and dinners. He was probably busy for the night you asked him for.
Think so?
Sure. Why don't you pick another night when he's free?
I will. Mr. Grant.
Huh?
Are you busy Thursday night?
Thursday night? No, I don't think so.
Oh, good.
Why?
Because I want to have you and Mrs. Grant to my house for dinner.
Oh, I just remembered, Mary, I'm sorry, but we are kind of busy on Thursday night.
Well, that's okay, because I just remembered that I'm kind of busy on Thursday night, too. Wish I knew why Mr. Grant keeps turning me down.
I know what you mean. It's been years, and I still don't know why they turned me down for that stewardess job.
Oh, come on, Rhoda. Lots of girls don't make it as stewardesses.
For a bus company? Maybe your boss just doesn't like you.
Oh, thanks. I really needed that.
Could be his wife, Mary. Maybe she can't stand you.
I've got to find out. I'm going to call her.
Good. Oh, Mary. Hey, if they accept, tell them to bring their own pizza.
Hello, Mrs. Grant. It's, Mary Richards. Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Mrs. Grant, I'm just calling to find out if, you and Mr. Grant would like to come over and have dinner with me one night this week. Or next week, whenever you say.
You're kidding.
Well, Mrs. Grant, I'm awfully sorry that I bothered you. Goodbye.
Oh, Mary, kid, listen, when I said she hated you, I had
She
no way
doesn't
of...
hate me, Rhoda. It's worse. She and Mr. Grant have separated.
This old Italian
fisherman was walking down the road. Well, this is really a great story. It's just funny. And this car goes by, and this little boy sticks his head out the window and says, "Hey, old fisherman!" and the old fisherman says, "Hey, that's no way to talk to a fisherman, huh?" And then the boy says, no, wait. The father of the boy says, oh, heck, what did he say? Hey, no, don't tell me.
Oh, this is going to be one of those big jokes. I can tell.
Hi, Mary. No, wait a minute. I know the punchline. I just have to get all that stuff up front.
Is Mr. Grant in?
Not yet. I guess I'll just ask Chuckles the clown. Gee, he got such a big laugh this morning when he told it on his show.
Chuckles gets laughs no matter what joke he tells. When he gets to the punchline, his nose lights up and his pants fall down.
Mary, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I'm just a little depressed, that's all. It's nothing.
Hi, Lou.
Morning, Murray. Mary, would you please get Mrs. Grant on the phone for me?
Oh, yes, sir. I'd be delighted to get Mrs. Grant on the phone for you.
I'll have to remember that the next time I get depressed. Just get Mrs. Grant on the phone.
Hello, Mrs. Grant. Good morning. Hi, Mr. Grant's calling. One moment, please. Mr. Grant, good morning. Hi, Mrs. Grant on too.
You're going to keep it to yourself or tell your fellow worker?
Well, I just feel great.
And I feel great just seeing you feel great. What's so great?
Well, Mr. Grant is calling Mrs. Grant, and his light just went out.
Come in.
Mr. Grant, can I get your signature on these?
What are you so happy about?
Well, Mr. Grant, look, I know that I'm not supposed to know, but, well, now that you and Mrs. Grant are back together again, I know, and I am very, very happy.
And you're also very, very wrong.
Wrong?
Very, very.
Well, I just assumed that when you called Mrs. Grant...
Mary, the reason I called Mrs. Grant was because I had all these dirty shirts. I asked her if she'd still do them for me. She said she'd just as soon not.
Mr. Grant, I'm very sorry that you're separated.
I'm not. I look at a separation like I look at two boxers who are going to their corners between rounds. That doesn't mean the fight is over, Mary. It just means they're resting.
So, last week when you went home to your wife with your log, you just seemed so... Look, this is none of my business.
No. Please sit. I'm glad you brought this up. You see, Mary, you're about the only person whose opinion I value around here.
Well, thank you, Mr. Grant. I do try to...
Because I know you won't do anything stupid like try to give me advice or comment in any way whatsoever.
Oh.
When I went home early last week, I was really looking forward to being alone with my wife. When I got there, I was alone, all right. No wife.
Where was she?
Enrolling at the University of Minnesota. My wife's a co-ed.
Well, Mr. Grant, she was probably looking for a way to fill her days.
Mary, what I think you just said is a comment.
Right. Sorry. It's just that it's very hard not to comment when you care.
Do you know what it's like to come home and find a 43-year-old woman doing homework?
She doesn't study all the time.
No, the rest of the time she sleeps. You get very tired when you're doing homework, you know. Finally, it got so bad, I had to lay down the law. I said, Edie, if you don't quit school right now, I am walking. And just to give it a little more emphasis, I started walking toward the door. I figured she'd call my name and that'd be it. But I didn't hear my name. So I started walking slower and slower. The next thing I knew, I was in St. Paul.
Where are you staying?
A hotel.
How's Mrs. Grant doing?
Oh, B's and C's.
And how is she doing living alone?
She doesn't seem to mind it. Her schoolwork takes up most of her time. I'd heard about this change of life thing, but I never thought it would be mine.
Well, Mr. Grant, I know you've heard this too, but, well, if there's anything I can do.
Well, thanks, Mary. Listen, don't worry. She'll be calling me pretty soon. I'll win.
That's no way to talk to a fisherman, huh? And then the father of the boy says, and I wrote it down so I'd get it right. The father of the boy says, yeah, but that's a great way to talk to a... Can you make that last word out?
It looks like muff-laugh.
Muff-laugh.
Well, I see nothing happened while I was gone.
It still isn't happening. Ted's been trying to tell the same joke for the past 20 minutes.
Good, I could use a laugh right now.
Well, you better not listen to him. What did Lou get you for this time?
Oh, Murray, I wish I could tell you, but it's kind of a personal matter, and I can't tell you.
About Lou and his wife breaking up?
When did you find out?
Lou called me the night it happened.
Talking about the Grants, yeah, too bad. See, can you make this word out, Marie?
Ken, you knew too.
Well, sure.
We all know.
I guess you're the last to find out. But don't feel bad, Mary. I mean, it's something guys tell guys. It's not the kind of thing a woman can help you with.
Mary,
Yes, Mr. Grant.
it just occurred to me that I could use a little female advice. I mean, you're a woman, and I'd really like to hear what you have to say about all this.
Well, I'd be glad to, Mr. Grant. Yes, glad to.
Well, what about tonight? We go downstairs and have a cocktail.
Oh, that would be great. Fine. Yes, I'd like that very much.
Hey, if any of you other guys want to join us for a few blasts tonight, you're all welcome.
Bourbon 7. Scotch rocks. Scotch water. Cream de menthe frappe for the lady.
Oh, no, that's for him.
So that's why your tongue is always green.
Yeah, I got it.
Happy hour is over in 4 minutes. Shall I order your next round now?
Yeah. Look, I'll take care of it.
No, I got it.
No, look, Gordy, I'll take care of it.
I got it.
I have some extra money. You might...
Now, hold it. I have a simple solution to the problem. Murray said it first, so he pays. Gordy gets the third round.
Who's got the round after Gordy?
I guess that's you, Mayor.
Ted.
I'm just kidding. Could you tell I'm kidding?
Well,
Here we are.
Yeah.
uh-huh. Sure is good to be out drinking with the boys.
Yeah, it's healthy to get away from our wives once in a while. you
I'll
know?
drink to that.
Amen.
Say, Gordy, what did the twins do last night?
Oh, it was too much. They were falling all over themselves.
Gordy, I didn't know you had twins.
No, Mary. He's talking about the Minnesota Twins. You know, baseball, round white ball?
Yes, I know, Mr. Grant. I just thought that
No, don't apologize. You're just being a typical woman. You give a woman a big, thick newspaper, she always picks out the sports page to put under the dog food dish.
My old lady does the same kind of thing. As soon as she hears a kickoff on television, that's when she turns on the vacuum cleaner.
That's another one.
My old lady used to do the same thing. That's why I moved out.
What are you talking about? You've never been married.
Well, it's just as hard living with a mother as it is with a wife.
Oh, a real old lady.
Imagine my wife wanting to improve herself by going back to school. And at her age, she doesn't want to be a housewife anymore. So what's she taking in college? Home economics. She's going for a master's, then a PhD.
Mr. Grant, that's terrific. What's the matter with that?
Well, for one thing, I don't want us to be introduced as Mr. and Dr. Grant. Women, they don't know what they want.
Are you sure you know what you want, Mr. Grant?
I know exactly what I want.
Here's your second round.
Thanks, Murr.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Ted. Why don't you try it sometime, see what it's like?
I'd like to propose a toast. To men's lib. Let's hang on to what little we got.
I'll drink to that.
Hold it! I can't drink to that. Mr. Grant, you invited me so that you could hear a woman's point of view.
And I've appreciated it.
I haven't said anything. I have been sitting here like some kind of idiot acting like I agree with everything you've said.
We respect you for that, Mayor.
That's right. You're some kind of woman.
But I don't agree with everything you've said.
Uh-uh.
As a matter of fact, I don't agree with anything you've said.
Oh, that's because you're a woman and you're on their side.
Besides, oh, Mr. Grant, that is just dumb. And that was an unfortunate choice of words. I mean, you're sitting here and your wife is sitting at home and you're both miserable. You're not winning anything, Mr. Grant. You're both losing.
What you getting so excited about?
Well, he asked me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did earlier back at the office.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm sorry if I put a damper on things, but we'd rather have me be honest, wouldn't you?
No, I don't think so.
Listen, I've got a date. I really have to be going. Please, don't anybody get up.
Now, how you gonna get out?
You're right. Everybody get up, please. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all at the office tomorrow.
Can I have your drink, Mayor?
Yeah, sure, Ted. Good night.
Stick to your guns, Lou. Once you let a woman push you around, you're sunk. What time you got, Gordy?
7:45.
Ooh, I gotta get going. I told Maria I had a news conference until 7:30. Now I have to think of some new kind of excuse.
Wait a minute. I'll walk out with you. I want to say goodnight to my kid.
See you tomorrow.
Take it easy,
See
fellas.
you in the morning.
Well, I suppose you have to get somewhere, too.
Oh, no, Lou. We can stay out as late as you want. Say, Lou, I got a great idea. There's this new club we could go to across town. I understand it's a pretty risky show.
No, I don't think so, Ted. Hey, Ted, you got a dime?
Oh, is it my turn to leave a tip?
No, I gotta make a phone call.
Oh, sure, Lou.
Thanks. Edie. Lou. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Listen, Edie, if you're not doing anything tonight, I'm coming home. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, baby. Me too. Yeah, all right. What? Oh, okay. A quart of milk. Pound of butter. Bacon. American cheese. And an artificial log. All right, bye-bye.
Newsroom. Oh, hello, Mrs. Grant. Yes, he is. Just a moment, please. Mr. Grant? Mrs. Grant on 2.
Oh, I know why she's calling. Remember inviting Mrs. Grant and me for dinner?
Of course I do. When would you like to come? Tuesday, Wednesday, you name it.
We can't make it.
Oh,
But she would like you to come to our place for dinner tonight.
tonight. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, I'd like to do that.
We're having chilled vichyssoise, veal scallopini, noodles almondine, and baked Alaska.
Wow, it sounds terrific.
Leftovers from her home economics test.
Well, that's okay. Listen, I love leftovers.
She got a C minus.
Say, did you meet the new receptionist? She's such a warm girl.
I'll say she's warm. I introduced myself and she hugged me.
The entire time we talked, she kept touching me as though she couldn't believe I was real.
Well, we all have that problem with you, Ted.
I just got hugged out there.
It's happening to a lot of people.
Hi.
Hi, Mary. Did she get you too, Mary?
Did who get me?
They got a new receptionist downstairs. Didn't you see her on the way up?
No, there was a crowd in the lobby area, though, around the reception desk. What's she like?
Mary Richards!
She's very friendly.
Hi there.
Hi! Don't you know me?
Well, yes, of course I know you. You're the new receptionist.
Think back, Mare. Didn't you go to camp when you were a little kid?
Yes. Yes, I did. I went to Camp Sunshine for 5 years, and that's where I know you from.
No. Camp Umwak. Didn't you go to Camp Umwak in 1950?
I did. I went to Camp Onwalk 1 year, and that's where I know you. No.
That's it! Yes! Camp Umwak. It's me. Twinks.
Twins! Well.
Well.
You haven't changed a bit. How are you?
Oh, I'm just fine, Mare.
Oh, well.
How are you?
Just fine.
Oh.
Twinks and I were friends in camp.
Yes, best friend.
And we haven't seen each other in, 18 years.
Yeah, not since we were 12.
That makes them 30, Ted.
Wow. After 18 years, what do you say? What's new?
Well, they moved the camp to the other side of the lake after it burned down. And my father retired, and I got a new car, and I'm getting married. And
Hey, that's terrific. No kidding.
Well, yeah, the old car needed 4 new tires. So.
Getting married.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I moved to Minneapolis, to be closer to my fiancé. Oh, Mayor, isn't this something? Us working at the same place.
It really is.
Oh, Mayor, tell me what's new with you.
Well, I moved here,
Mary, don't you have some work to do?
Yes, sir. Sorry, I really have to get to work.
Yeah, me too. How about dinner tonight?
Fine.
Oh, I have so much to tell you about the kids at camp.
You still keep up with some of them, do you?
All of them. I still put out the camp alumni bulletin. Mary, haven't you been getting yours?
Well, no, not for some time now.
Oh, well, I'll get you all the back copies.
Okay.
I'll see you later, Mayor.
Right.
Murray. Ted.
She was always such a warm, friendly person. She always used to make up people's bunks for them at camp.
I don't trust warm and friendly people. Now, if you're through with Old Home Week, shall we get on with the mail?
Yes. Sorry about all the hysteria out there, Mr. Grant, but it is fun catching up with old friends.
Yeah, I did that a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, what'd you see?
The 2nd Marine Division, my old outfit. We had a reunion.
Oh, it must have been fun.
Fun. They booked this big room in a hotel. And the first thing they did was pin this tag on my coat that said, Sergeant Grant, remember me?
So, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that? There I was, surrounded by 300 drunken ex-privates. And suddenly, I didn't have rank on them anymore. It's amazing how they remembered all the little slides that I committed in boot camp 20 years ago.
Hey, about 20 years ago, you and I were both in camp.
Of course, some of the reunions I've been to haven't been so bad. Right there in that same hotel, I went to a Notre Dame reunion. It was terrific.
I didn't know you went to Notre Dame.
I didn't, but those guys really know how to throw a bash. Word to the wise, Mary. The best kind of reunion is one where you don't know anybody.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Remember cute little Archie, Mary?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm so glad I brought the camp scrapbook. It's nice to point out the people as I tell you about them.
Well, gee, Twigs, you know, all we've talked about all night long is camp. I'd love to hear about your life now, you know, or even college. Anything as recent as high school, even.
Okay, sure, I understand, Mayor. Hey, look what you wrote here. Too good to be forgotten. You wrote it with the numbers.
Wasn't that clever of me?
Oh, you always were such a kick.
Excuse me.
You know, Mary, you haven't changed a bit. Your apartment is still as neat as your tent used to be.
Hi, kid. I got
Hi.
the brochures from the travel agency. Now, they have this trip to Hawaii that looks...
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had company.
No. Oh, I'm not company. I'm Twinks.
Rhoda Morgenstern, Twinks McFarlane.
Twinks. We know each other from Amwak.
Amwak.
You know, Camp Amwak.
Twinks just got a job at the station. She's the new receptionist.
Receptionist. Ah, well, that's the word I know. You
Uh-huh.
two must have a great deal to talk over, so I'll come back with this tomorrow.
No, don't go. I mean, stay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, stay. I'd love to look at your brochures.
Rhoda and I are just trying to figure out where we might spend our vacation.
Hawaii. Oh, how fun. When? Maybe I can get some time off and go too.
Well, actually, Twinks, we're not sure that I can even get the time off. I mean, you know how busy things are at the station.
Yes. Well, then maybe Rhoda and I can go alone.
Rhoda, would you believe that it's been, 18 years since Twinks and I saw each other?
Marvelous.
You're not from here, are you, Rhoda?
What do you mean?
Well, I can just tell by the way you talk.
You're right. I'm from England.
Don't you just love Minneapolis? I just love everyone I've met here.
Listen, I gotta go. Nice meeting you, Twinks. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, I gotta run too. I'm running late as usual. My fiancé will kill me. He says since I've been here, I've spent so much time with all my new friends that I hardly see him at all.
I'll get your coat.
I'll help you.
Oh, Mary, it was so much fun tonight. How about lunch tomorrow?
Well, tomorrow, I know that I'm doing something. I just, can't think what it is. Has that ever happened to you, Rhoda?
No, never.
Well, that's okay. I'll pencil you in for Thursday then. Then we can make plans for the weekend later. Oh, Rhoda.
I'm on a big diet. I don't eat all week. And I fast on weekends.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure we can find something non-fattening to do, like window shopping. I know we'll have lots in common. Bye, Mayor.
Bye, Twinks.
Bye, Rhoda.
Goodbye. Twinks, huh? Uh-huh.
What?
I just figured out what Twinks must be short for. Tiddlywinks.
what a night. You just can't imagine.
I had to be there, huh?
And unfortunately, I was. Well, you met her, and you know what old camp stories are like.
How would I know about camp?
Oh, come on, you must have gone to camp.
No. Actually, I did go one summer to a day camp in the Bronx. Camp Edelman.
Camp Edelman?
Yeah. I was 12 years old before I knew Edelman wasn't an Indian name. It was from 1 to 3 in the afternoon. You got there and you made some ceramic monstrosity in arts and crafts. Then you drank warm orange drink from a carton. Then you went home. You don't know what a deprived childhood is until you've sung campfire songs on the subway. Too good to be.
I was
poor.
12 years old.
Well, I guess we talked about camp enough for one night.
Oh, that's all right. Listen, we didn't just talk about camp. You think that's all we talked about? Talked about other things.
Yeah?
Talked about her fiancé.
Oh, what's he do?
He's a counselor.
Marriage?
Camp.
I tell you to stop reading over my shoulder, but you need all the practice you can get.
Hi.
You're late, Mayor.
I know. I had to walk up 10 flights of stairs.
What, is the elevator out of order?
No, but it stops at the reception area, if you know what I mean.
Twinks is getting to you too, huh?
You know, there are some people who don't see each other for years, and it doesn't matter. They can just pick right up where they left off and be great friends.
Yeah.
Twinks isn't one of them. Last week, we finally ran out of camp talk. Yes, finally. And we had nothing left to say to each other.
Well, maybe she'll get tired of this place and look for a new job.
Yeah, and I know the perfect one for her. Greeting planes in Hawaii.
That friend of yours, I'm going to give her about one more chance
What?
to stop hugging me. Rudeness doesn't work. Nastiness doesn't work. She just keeps right on coming. She refuses to take a hint.
Why don't you tell her to leave you alone?
That was my hint. Hey, why do you keep doing this to me?
Oh, this thing is just getting bigger and bigger, and I'm just going to have to ease out of the whole friendship thing with her.
Well, how are you going to do that, Mary?
I'll just go out there and tell her that I'm going to be very busy for the next few weeks, that I will call her when I'm free. It's as simple as that. Maybe I'll do it by phone.
Can't face her, huh, Mary?
Say, Murr, I'd like to test this item on our show tonight. See what you think of it.
Twinks? Hi, Mary. Listen, Twinks, Oh, really? How wonderful. Well, sure, I'd love to. The 12th. Yes. I make a note of it. The 12th. Right. Bye, Twinks.
Come on.
You said the 12th. What's the 12th?
The 12th is a date in the calendar.
Well, even Ted knows that. Come on, what's happening on the 12th?
Twinks is getting married on the 12th.
I don't understand what's wrong. That's good news. My wife says married girls don't like to go around with single girls. You should be thrilled.
There's still the matter of the wedding.
But it's only a wedding, Mary. It's not such a big deal.
Yes, it is. It is a big deal when you're going to be the maid of honor. Anyway, her best friend from California can't come out to be in the wedding, so what could I say? I didn't have the heart to say no.
You mean the nerve. Mary, don't you know what standing up for a wedding means? It's not just walking down the aisle, you know.
I know. I stood up for 11 weddings in college.
As maid of honor, you have to go running here and there, choosing things, arranging this. Well, you know.
Right. But when you're younger, it doesn't matter. You get all caught up in the hysteria of the wedding, but now it's different. I just don't want to do it.
I don't blame you. When you're single in college, it doesn't matter. You don't care if another girl gets married. Now I can't stand to see another girl walk down the aisle in a movie theater.
You know the worst part? I feel like a hypocrite. I just don't feel close enough to Twinks to be her maid of honor.
Hey, Mary, call her and tell her something came up.
You're right. Enough is enough. I will call her and tell her that I'm going out of town, and that's honest.
How is that honest?
I'll go.
You're the only person I know who'd take a trip rather than lie.
Hello, Twinks? Mary. Listen, Twinks, Rhoda and I are... Purple? Well, no, Twinks, purple has never really been one of my favorite colors. Pink. Okay. Yes, pink is fine. Oh, never mind. It was nothing important. Rhoda? Yeah, she's here. Just a second. Twinks for you. What do you mean,
I'm not going to talk to her.
Rhoda, she knows you're here. You can't do this to me.
Okay. Okay, I'll talk to her. For you. Yeah? Isn't that too bad? Yeah, sure. Okay. See you around.
That was short.
You bet it was short.
Okay, so I don't handle people as well as you do. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. I don't know.
Before you say another word, shake hands with the bridesmaid who's wearing purple.
Hi, Tommy. How's the social event of the season coming along?
Well, the rehearsal dinner is tonight, and then it'll be all over tomorrow. And I am just going to make it. You know, I'm overdrawn at the bank for the first time in my life.
I don't believe it.
What? A mimeographed wedding invitation.
Aren't they usually engraved?
Will someone tell me what this is all about?
What is this?
Mr. and Mrs. Simon McFarland request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Rochelle Margaret, to Mr. Arnold Tvet.
There he goes again. Can't you read anything without mispronouncing it?
How would you pronounce that then?
Tvet. T-V-E-D-T. Oh, must be a typo.
What is a Tvet?
The name, Arnold Tvet.
And who is Rochelle Margaret McFarland?
Twinks.
I should have known.
Poor Twinks, I just realized.
What?
Well, it's just something girls do when they're going with a guy. You know, they doodle her name and his together, you know, to just see how it's going to look together. What a shock it must have been the first time she wrote it down and saw it. Twinks Tvet.
Hey, say, Mary, is it all right if I ride with you to the wedding? I won't get as wrinkled that way.
Ted, you're going?
Sure.
Ted'll go anywhere he can wear his tux.
How about you? Are you going, Murray?
Well, I don't know. I guess we all have to go. I mean, we see her every day, and she does lots of favors.
Well, Mr. Grant, are you going?
Hi, all. Mary, here are the dresses for you and Rhoda.
Hi.
I was so worried they wouldn't get here on time. I sent all the way to Detroit for them. Oh, I see y'all got your wedding invitations. I think I'll put the RSVP list on the bulletin board and pick it up later. Oh, Mr. Grant, are you coming? My father can't be here. He's overseas, and you remind me so much of him.
I'm not going to have to give you away or anything, am I?
Oh, no. I just want you to be there.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, I'm going to miss you all so much.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, what a beautiful thing to say.
I guess it's the way I put things.
Oh, Mary, I still can't get over that rehearsal.
I can't hear you, Rhoda. The stuff packed around the dress is making too much noise.
I said that rehearsal. If that's any indication of what the wedding's going to be, we're in for a lot of laughs.
What'd you think of Arnold?
You know, it's funny how some people look like their names. Like, I once knew this guy named Fox. This guy named Fox had red, bushy hair and little beady eyes. Now, Arnold, he looks just like a Tvet.
see the dress. Mary, are you having trouble in there? Mary. Yeah. Oh, it's bad, huh? Well, come on out, kid. How bad could it be? That bad, huh?
I'd say about the only thing worse than this dress would be this dress in purple. Who would have thought that the stuff I said was packed around the dress was the dress? But wait, it gets better. As maid of honor, I get the special added attraction of this sash.
Well, now, no wonder. That makes it. Now, all you need is a lamb, and you can go as little Bo Peep.
I can't get over it. Oh, but to think that we are going to be seen. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
To be seen in public.
Well, listen, if we get rid of the hoops, it might help.
Get rid of the hoops?
Right, if for a cute touch, we could get sticks and roll them alongside of us.
If we got rid of the hoops and the bows.
Right, we take off the bows, those puppy sleeves, skirt. We'll be walking down the aisle in our underwear, Mary.
This is going to be a challenge. It really is. To see if we can turn these dresses into something, halfway decent. I'm beginning to look forward to the wedding.
You've got to be kidding.
No, I mean it. I know I didn't want to do it at first, but I don't know, now that I'm involved in it, all caught up in the fun of the wedding and all. Hi, Twinks.
Hi. Oh, you've got it on. I was hoping to get here before you opened the box.
I wish you had.
Twinks, what is it? Tell me.
I can't.
Did you and Arnold have a fight?
Oh, no. Oh, that Arnold, he's so impatient. He can't stand it when I'm away from him for 1 second. Isn't that cute?
Will you tell me what's wrong?
Mary, my very best friend is flying out after all, and
You want her to be the maid of honor?
That's it. Oh, you're not mad? I knew you'd understand, Mary. Oh, that's Arnold. Listen, I better go tell him to wait while you take off the dress.
Take off the dress?
Yes, so Patsy can wear it.
Well, I just paid for it.
Oh, Mare, I couldn't get another dress from Detroit by tomorrow. Sure, you and she can work something out money-wise. Oh, isn't it lucky that you're both the same size? Oh.
That must be the prerequisite for being her best friend. You gotta be a size 8. Mary, that is why I stay away from warm, friendly people. They get you every time.
Yeah, she did get me a little, didn't she?
A little? Mary, you've been running yourself ragged for her, planning a wedding, giving her a shower, buying gifts, just because you shared a bunk 18 years ago. And then she comes in here and does this? Oh, it's ridiculous. Frankly, it's not my idea of a friendship. And you're just going to take it, aren't you?
Maybe I won't.
Ah, yes, you will. You always do.
Well, just maybe this time I won't, that's all.
Oh, thanks, Mare. Oh, Arnold.
We were thinking it would look better without the hoops. Listen, Twinks. I've been sort of running myself ragged for you the last couple of weeks, giving showers and gifts and everything because I thought you were my friend, and now you come in here and tell me some other girl is just going to walk down the aisle in my dress, and that somehow bothers me. I mean, frankly, that's just not my idea of friendship.
You're right, Mary. It might look better without the hoops. I'll see you at the wedding. Bye.
You're right. I'm glad I got that out of my system. I have.
I was pretty proud of you. However, it might have been more effective had she heard you.
Why? Wouldn't have made any difference at all.
There is no getting through to that girl. She doesn't listen. She doesn't hear. It's like talking to a wall.
What
It's
are you getting so
incredible.
excited about? It's all over, and frankly, I don't really mind.
But I do. I'm still a bridesmaid.
Well, I gotta admit, I found one great moment of satisfaction during that ceremony.
Really, what was that?
When I saw that beautiful girl, that friend from California, walking down the aisle in that dress looking absolutely hideous. Actually, she didn't, look that bad.
Good try, Mayor.
How about the viciousness when Twinks threw the bouquet? Boy, you had to be a real fighter to get that one.
They're those girls. They were more desperate than I was. But not as tricky.